with that being said, we have an album. So, Link of a Chain has sent in a project here. MAGNÜN Lella Fadda is an Egyptian-Italian artist who speaks Egyptian Arabic. The vibe of this album intrigues me, but I can't decide if I enjoy it. Can you please play the album on YouTube so it can have translated lyrics and the subtitles? All right, let's take a look here. Let me see. All right, let me see if I can find this album. Might take me a minute, because I'm kind of... guessing it's the album that this album cover is for. Oh, the album is called MAGNÜN. All right, let's find a playlist. Can't find it. All right. Don't worry, we're going to figure this out. This is like a bit of a scavenger hunt, if you will. Oh, here we go. Looks like the first song, English. Look at that. This might actually work. That's not the first song of the album. Never mind. Oh. Yep, is the first song. All right. Thank you for being patient with me as I'm figuring this out. She has only one album. Oh, it came out this year. Oh, this is brand new. And I found the right playlist, by the way. All right. Cool. Okay, here we go. Album time. Woo! First song is Tayyib. And all right. I am. Hey Brad, listen to this ratio.
Lella.
Why is there no subtitles? Hold on. No subtitles. And then we're listening to the wrong version. Because this version had subtitles. 4 weeks ago. Why can't I figure this out? Alright, here's what I'm going to try to do. We might have a problem. Or do we not? We definitely have a problem. How do I translate? Translate. Text and language. Oh. I figured it out. Okay. We got it. Second song, you wait.
حبيبي دماغه سايحة رايحة منه مش بيشوف غير صورتي بس في ذهنه زمان كانوا بيستغربوني لو يفكوا يهروا، دلوقتي بقوا يقلدوني سيبني منهم، خليني في كل الدولارات دي سيبني احسبهم، خليكوا انتوا في اللي انتوا فيه عشان تسدوا، اصلا انا مش LSD عشان تتربوا، وانا عادي هلبس هيلز تبقى انتوا شبوا. عندي حد على النيل عطول بيتشكوا، عندي حد بيرد لو اتكلمتوا، عندي لسان بياخد لو مش سكتوا، عندي كف بيرد لو اتجننتوا، ده القلم وبنفسي قمت جبته، ده الولد وبنفسي قمت سبته، فيش ندم في فيلم لو كملته، متتالي عالوش لو مش فهمته، اصل حبيبي مجنون ما فيش تفاهم، انا لوحدي في حتة مش معاهم، انا لوحدي بستة مش شايفاهم، لو صحاب نص نص مش عايزاهم، جيش تقولي ليلا 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 يا اسطى طلعت الا مش هحلك، اصلي بعرف ابقى مستفزة وهي بتعرف تبقى مش كاريزما، مش بسمي لو بخصوص اخواتي، لو هغني يكون في فلوس في حسابي، لو هفركش قول من فراقي، لو هغلوش بنزل بالتجاري، حبيبي هي بس رنة يبقى عندي تيم في الشنطة دايما جنبي، عندي بحف صوتي ده مش ذنبي، لو عملتي زيي مش هتودي، لا كمان تتباجح شغل قارح، عاملة نفسك فاصلة وعايزة شاحن، عاملة ألبوم واحد لا مش واحد، ابتسامتك بلاستيك يلا ساحر، انتي هنا وسطينا بالأونطة، مهما تحاولي مش بتبقي غامضة، مهما ترقص شرقي غربي صامدة، احتراق من اسم للا فضة، حبيبي مجنون.
Well, I know what you mean now when you say you have no idea what to make of this album so far. I mean, this song is like kind of just like a swagger filled verse, kind of strutting and talking her shit, especially if this is her introductory album to her entire career. You know what I mean? This kind of feels like her, putting her foot down and saying, here I am, this is who I am, here's what you get. With a couple of little, like, interesting things going on, like instrumentally, the song will keep cutting out and just, like, boom, hit you every, like, 4 bars. And then eventually just kind of has this weird slowdown that, throws everything off. And I'm fascinated, but I'm not really fully sure how I feel about it yet. So I'm going to hold off on rating it, especially since I feel like it was a pretty simple song, and these first 2 songs kind of work as introductory pieces more than anything. Next song, MAGNÜN, which is the title track. Okay, basic beat.
دم على شكل قلب، ولد على شكل قلب، ده ماسك شنطة فيها ايه، ده ماسك شنطة فيها كلب، ده ماسكة شنطة فيها مراية بتوريها انها حلوة، بس المراية دي هراية عشان هي مش حلوة، عشان هي مش حلوة، عشان هي مش حلوة، عشان هي مش حلوة، حبني فكتب لي غنى.
This is some weird sounding shit.
لو حبتني تبقى ممنون، تستحملني تبقى ممنون، طب اثبت لي انك مفيش عشان في بابا، مفيش عشان في بابا، وردة عندي بالدنيا، دماغك عندي في الخلاط، قلبك عندي عنه.
Hold on. Okay. If you love me, you'd be crazy. You can't stand me, you're still crazy. Prove me that you're crazy. If you love me, you'd be crazy. You put up with me, you stay crazy. Yeah, this whole song is about crazy. Being and doing crazy.
مفيش عشان في بابا، مفيش عشان في بابا، وردة عندي بالدنيا، دماغك عندي في الخلاط، قلبك عندي عنه، شكله حلو مش بطال، في الفيلم بيكون في أبطال، بالليل بيكون في أسرار. مالك عايزة ايه بتبصي عليا كده ليه، حساكي نفسك تسأليني أنا منين، وانت ليه فاكر إننا مش نازلين عادي خالص، وده مش ديت حتى، بص أنا لابسة ايه، ما غيرتش من يومين بس it's okay.
I find it so weird that these songs are as bite-sized as they are, because I don't feel like there's really enough time to establish something, or like it establishes something like a simple A-B pattern. I like that it kind of goes from these very seductive vocals in the chorus. If you love me, you'd be crazy. You put up with me, you stay crazy. You know, kind of over this. But I feel like instrumentally, these songs are so stilted and robotic so far that they kind of don't offer much outside of like the surface level, giving her enough of a baseline to just like do her thing. So she's carrying the entire weight of these songs, and it doesn't really feel like I'm completely blown away. I am liking the writing. I do think that some of the writing here is a bit strange, like heart-shaped blood born in the shape of a heart. Like, huh? I don't even know if that's correct or if that's a wrong translation. But in general, like, what's the bag holding? He's holding a bag with a dog in it. It's like these make no sense to me, but they still say similar words and things and kind of connect in sort of slight ways. And that, you know, it kind, I don't know. I don't fully know how I feel about it. Yeah, I'm a little stuck on this. I like both lyrics and instrumental. Right now I'm kind of like, I'm liking both, but also at the same time a bit skeptical of what I'm getting, because I don't know if this full package really has a lot more to offer than some gimmicks. But I think that if there's ever a song that would prove that there's probably more to this, it would be MAGNÜN. This is the first song that's a smiley ball for me. I think that this one actually manages, even though it's only 2 minutes, to solidify a pretty solid formula of just chorus, verse, and to do it in a way that I think has kind of a strut to it. So I think it's enjoyable, but I'm nervous that it's not always going to be this complete of a package in just 2 minutes, considering pretty much every song is about 2 minutes long. Next song, Fokak Mini, which stands for Seal's Menu.
الفنانة الشابة ليلا فضة أولى تجاربها التمثيلية بمسلسل برنس. ليلا فضة ازيك؟ ليلا فضة؟ ليلا فضة. ليلا 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 ليلا.
Oh, hey.
ليلا فضة؟ ليلا فضة. ليلا 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 ليلا. نفسي اقص شعري بس الاطول احلى كتير. عايزة اصحى الصبح ما اروحش الشغل اروح باريس. طويلة وبلبس كعب مع انه مش مريح. كل دي حاجة تشغلاني اكتر منه بكتير، اكتر منه بكتير، اكتر منه بكتير. لما هكسب اكتر منه بكتير، اكتر منه بكتير، اكتر منه بكتير. في 100 واحد احبهم اكتر منه بكتير. فكك 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 مش بحب الصيف عشان بيخلي شعري هيش. بقفل الشباك بكره صوت العصافير. الصبح لما صحيت نزلت الأوبر كان غريب. كل دي حاجة تشغلاني أكتر منه بكتير، أكتر منه بكتير، أكتر منه بكتير. لو نزلت الجيم هشيل أكتر منه بكتير، أكتر منه بكتير، أكتر منه بكتير. لو أنت بجرامي قشطة أنا بجسمي. فكك مني، فكك فكك مني مني. فكك مني، فكك فكك مني مني. فكك مني، فكك فكك مني مني. فكك مني، فكك.
It's space. Oh shit. Porter's in Antarctica right now. That's where Space Ashes lives. Like this one, for example, I feel like it doesn't need to be 2 minutes. You know, it's like all it does is kind of give me a dance beat, and it's a fun song, don't get me wrong. It's got a lot of, you know, bombast to it, but like this is a good opportunity to have something instrumentally that I feel like extends the song a little bit. You know, a little bit of a bridge, a little bit of a just something that like it kind of like pushes it further, because it's like, yeah, I get a quick little dance beat, but it's more of a simple, fast satisfaction more than any sort of lasting impression. And for that reason, I'm kind of feeling like a shrug. 'Cause even though it's fun, it just kind of ends, you know, like where I feel like it's just getting started, and that's not satisfying. it feels like an incomplete song personally. Negma is the name of the next song, which stands for, well, also means Negma, which might not have any lyrics.
بعدين
Oh no, just
حطيت اسمك على تيشيرت وطبعت 2. لا جامد. ايه كمان سافرت يومين ورجعتي عاملة فيها من لبنان. طب هاي ايه تاني عملت اغنية وحكيت فيها كل امجادي بوصي فيها على كل اخواتي بمشي فيها كل بمزاجي بخربش فيها كل اعدائي حب يلاقي زي مش لاقي بحب صوته بس لما يوحشوش عينك في عيني ومش هنضربش انا تحب الغالي هتحوش انا بتضرب ومش بتهوش قشطة عادي مش فارقة ايه جديدك عملتي اسمك بالياباني تاتو على ايدي ايه احكيلي عملتي فيديو بقيتي نجمة على سيرفر صيني بقيتي نجمة على سيرفر لا فاكس محبوش لو هيقعد ساكت محبوش لو جامد وعارف مش بوسع ومش بتاخر قفش ونازل استنى امشي مش هكمل كلام مش نفسي بغير رأيي وبقلب وشي مش هشوفك وقعت من ليلتي قلت مرة تفهمني وتجري وايه لبست هدوم غريبة وقفت وخدت صورتين جامد ممتاز عملت فيديو تتريق فيه على كل الناس تتريق فيه على كل الناس
I literally heard at some point while she was singing the metronome of which she was singing over, which someone said sounds off beat. It sounds like the beat is off, like something is off with the beat. There's a moment where it kind of stops in the middle, and I feel like there's something kind of hyper about the switch of it. I don't know. I kind of liked it. Like, once again, I'm enjoying it. I feel like if you're going to throw a bunch of short ideas at me, I feel like this is an alright way of doing it with that previous song, but it kind of felt redundant. Like the previous song already did exactly what this next one did after it, and it was kind of like already, I don't know, like I'm already kind of getting the same thing that was with the previous, but I do kind of enjoy it. I do kind of enjoy it amazingly. Wasn't a favorite. I'll say that. That wasn't a favorite, but I had fun with it, so I'll give it a shrug. 7 Ob Basse, which stands for 7 Bob Basse. Oh.
عايزك تبي اهدى عدي لحد 5 اذا يا فنان ما تشغلش نفسك ومين ما كانش يتمنى ما قلتش انا وانا محدش قال مبروك يا اهلا بنفسنا يا مرحب بك اللي بتحب تهوى وعمر ما الغراب حبيبتي صوصة وحلوة منك بس شدي حيلك سمعوا قالوا شكل حد ناونا وتاكل تنكة زي بالظبط قطة صحبة تكذب تبقى عكس قطنا ما جاتش سيرتك عندك كيس غطة لكل حد ما وقفش جنبي شكرا حب بس ايه الورد في البوكيه كلمني شوفني فين عشان مش هاجي انا نازلة اشوف كلي ومادام مفيش وعد نقول مفيش لزوم الدنيا دي امتحان ما فيهاش رقم جلوس وانا وقت ما عاوز اضرب بوز واقلبها حروب ولا اي عشان انا معرفكوش نبقى اصحاب لا ما بطيقكوش حوش لمي كلامك من على الارض انا تدق مني بجدول ضرب انا اجي على نفسي لا ما اعرفش انا اشوفك ازاي فلوس تجيب شكاوي تقول كلام عجيب وفيك بلاوي لسه بدري عليكي لسه
I'm gonna be honest, this is probably my favorite sounding song so far, so I'm not even gonna worry too much about the lyrics on this one. I already lost track of where I was.
لسه عايزة الشغل عايزة احاوي ما جاتش في يوم وليلة رحت جيت لوحدي شلت شيلة كلمت غيري نزلت شفت غيرك تبقى لعبة في ايدك اني جيمر بابي فوت جنبك خصم على الهرتل هارد على المراية تشوفي نفسك انا واعملك تطوري تبقي قد الدنيا تشوفيني ازاي بعرف ابقى فوق بعرف ابقى بوش غير ده خالص، بعرف اقلب كل اقول بناقص، حد يلعب بيا فيش ده خالص، حد يجي عليا فيش ده خالص. لسه بدري عليكي مش معلم، لسه بعمل بس من غير ما اتكلم، لسه بص عليا تحب تبلم، اما اخش الكل يقوم يسلم. حب بس ايه وانا وقت ما عاوز اضرب بوز واقلبها حروب، ولا اي عشان انا معرفكوش نبقى اصحاب، لا ما بطقكوش. حوش حوش لان كلامك مال على الارض، انا تدق مني الجدول ضرب، انا اجي على نفسي لا ما اعرفش. انا اشوفك ازاي غير كومبارس، انا اشوفك ازاي وانتي ما فيش نقطه سلكان، ما تعلمتيش مين فينا المعلم مين تلميذ، مين فينا الكلام من غير تنفيذ، مين فينا اللي عرف مين على مين. طب ما تزعليش ما تتعصبيش، عايزك تبقي اهدى 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 وما تتنرفزيش. حب بس
This sounded like some crazy shit that I'd like hear MIA over in the 2000s. And I love that. I think that this is the most exciting sounding track so far, and it's one of the longest, and it feels like one of the longest. And it's not doing anything too new in terms of the pattern, but like it just kicks so well. I love her very monotonous and almost robotic sounding futuristic performance over this song. And the lyrics, the ones that I did pick up on, kind of, you know, once again are her stepping and strutting her stuff, which I think fit really well here. Smiley ball. That was a really fun track. All right. Atella Latua. I think. Oh. Those are heavy drums.
كل ده انت لسه موجود في نفس الحتة حبيبي، انت بس اللي بتصدق كده، تسألنا انا اللي سبتك وسبق وفهمتك، كنا في نفس المركب وانت مصمم تغرق، عشان كنت بتأفلم عشان كنت بتمثل، ما كنتش انا استاهل ان انت تكون بتكسل، عشان كنت بتتبارد عشان ما كنتش سائل، مكانش اصلا لازم كل ده من الأول. اسمع صوتك توب مفيش لعب الكور، خلصت الفور اصحى بتغفل نفسك، فاكر لما قلت اسفة ما كنتش اسفة، عايزة حد يكون مناسب يبقى عكسك، قبل ما اكون انا جنبك ما حدش عكسك، لحد ما انا مشيت وسبتك بقى كله فاكسك، بقى كله فاكسك، لو انت جايزة مش عايزة العب مش عايزة اكسب. كانش اصلا لازم كل ده من الاول. انا مش فاهم ما جيش بسرعة، عايزنا حس عايزنا طعم، وانا تقريبا ما عنديش دم، وده اللي شدك ده اللي عاجبك، عشان انا مش بعاتبك، انا بس بمثل مش عايزة افاجئك.
Latua is basically a breakup song. And I like that it's, you know, talking about how she's kind of over it and how she won't put up with his bullshit anymore over something that is slower, and matches that a bit better. This is I would say not the most like remarkable writing in the world. I feel like there's a lot of ins and outs that just don't really lead to satisfying conclusions in terms of the story of the relationship. But I gotta say, man, that production is heavy. It's got some kick to it, like some real genuine kick. I love the drums and the slow beating crawl of the whole thing. Just yeah, it had an impact. But again, I don't know. I feel like something should have hit more. Giving it a strong shrug. I'm kind of exactly there, like right in between shrug and a smiley ball. Mish, 3 guys Zach. Oh, no lyrics.
عايزك مني ما تستناش غير النسيان أو شغلك مان هو أنت شفت اتنين هل عرفت تنام طب نسيت تتنفس مش بحس بحاجة مش عايزك تكون حساس أو تكون زعلان لو ما كملناش عيد ميلاد مين النهاردة عيد ميلادي حتى لو مش عيد ميلادي جبت ايه عشان اسيب مش هتكلم غير عن نفسي عشان ده اللي ليا عندي ومش حابة اني افكره بس انتي ما تنسيش ان الشمس ما بتطلعش وان الشتا ما بيمشيش واننا كتير
Translates to I don't need you.
ان الشمس ما بتطلعش وان الشتا ما بيمشيش لو انا مشيت نفسي في وقت ونفسي في حد أرمي نفسي في رمل نفسي في بيت أبني نفسي تبقوا مع بعض سالكين انتي عاملة أنا نفسي ما تغنيش جايزة على إني بستحملكو مركز أول بليز بليز أغنيلكو حلو قشطة بس مش هفتكره محتاجة شنطة لشنطي عشان كترو لا 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 مش هتبقى ممكن نأجل بحبك بحبك الوهم لو سبته في دماغك مش كدبة بيا أو من غيري لازم تسيبها بنام وصوتك في حلمي لما بتسكت بقلق وأقوم فجأة بشيل في قلبي من نفسي ومش بكمل دايما عشان عارفة الوقت عدى سبقته زي ما قلت أنا عملته مش مفاجأة عمال تتكلم عن نفسك وبتسألني أنا ليه بفضل ساكتة باردة مش أسفة وقادرة إن أبقى وأقسى وأنسى بالخمسة ومش فاهمة أو فاهمة بس يمكن مش مهتمة مش أسفة مش فاكرة مش عاوزة مش أنا مش أسمع
Short but sweet. I think this is actually a song that kind of gives me some of what I was missing. There's some external instrumentation throughout this track to make it feel a little less robotic. Yeah, and I like Lella's performance here. I feel like she has a strong presence in the song as well. It was good. Smiley bowl. I appreciate Carson and Donna giving their quick little tidbits as well as how they're feeling. And I always love that when chat participates in these things. It makes it feel like a whole, like we're all listening together. I love that. Out of 3, all right. Oh my God.
بنمثل بس مش على بعض تحبيني قشطة أحبك صعب لو كنت أحس زي الناس أنا كان زماني اتقطع كان زماني اتقطع كان زماني اتقطع
قطع وأنا قطع كل ما تتكلم أفكر أقطع عادي ما أنا
that guy's the guy who produced it?
ولا كلمة مش لازم أشرح زعلت مش أسفاني مش أسفة اقفل مش هتكلم أسهل انزل أنا برضو مش هقابلك أنا ما بقاش كان غيرك أجمل
مش برد
لا شطور
لا مش حب
هو أنت طول
عايز أكد
اتفضل قول
ولا إيه
استهبل بس مش على طول كنت انت قد الكلام كان زمانك هنا ومبسوط مش زعلان ومقموس مش زعلان ومقموس
مخبط وانا خبط في 3 زيها انا مش بهزر وببدل من غير ما حكم يصفر بعرفهم على بعض ونبقى بفر وماليش جزء تاني انا زي جعفر وما تجيش على بالي لا لو صعبة ومش بحبك اكيد مش هنستعبط انا لوح انا فن اللي وانتي معرض زي نقطة ضعف
زي مية ونار
زي برق ورعد
اصل انت لا
ما انا قطعت
ولا ايه
بنمثل بس مش على بعض
استقبل بس مش على طول
تحبيني قشطة احبك صعب
احب مين وانت طول
انا كنت احس زي الناس احنا كان زماننا مع بعض كان زماننا مع بعض كان زماننا مع بعض
Damn, it just fades off like that? I thought it was going to transition in the next song. I was excited. I think that this is one of those albums that would benefit from songs tying together and transitioning one into another. And it might do it on this version of the album. In fact, let me see if it... Just do a check. No, it doesn't. It actually does just cut off. Yeah, this is an album that I feel like, considering the songs are so short, that like if they blended together and kind of felt like one giant mega mix of ideas, it honestly would work out. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. It could work out the same. I feel like it would be interesting at certain points to have, portions of the album transition, because everything kind of feels like it's a little limited right now by sort of just being one thing that ends and goes into the next when it is so short. I found Ada to be one of the most interesting just due to the fact that it's a duet, and I feel like hearing these two voices go back and forth over some production, it's kind of spooky. It sounds like a secret laboratory, was fun and charming. So that one's a smiley ball for me. Just a quick glance, I have no idea if the translation is... The protagonists are in a conflict. I don't know if there's protagonists. Oh, nice. We got lyrics here. All right. Cool. All right, next song, BT7LM.
بالنسبة لكلام الأغنية نفسه اختيار
لو وحشتك نام هتشوفني مش هتشوفني لو انت بتحلم وانت بتحلم تسمع صوتي واكلمك وابقى جنبك بس انت بتحلم وانت بتحلم كمل نوم وما تصحاش لو تفتح عينك اروح خلاص وهتقلب ليلك يبقى نهار وهتقفل عينك وانا سهر كمل نوم وما تصحاش لو تفتح عينك اروح خلاص وهتقلب ليلك يبقى نهار وهتقفل عينك وانا سهر زفة وناس وحفل سفاف وانت ملوح بالكاس كلك احساس ما تصحاش خليني معاك ما تصحاش زفة وراس ممشيش مقدرش لو كان عندك احساس بالنقص ما تصحاش خليني معاك ما تصحاش ما تصرخش مش هيسمعوك ولا هيشوفوك خليني معاك ما تصحاش خليني معاك ما تصحاش كمل وما تصحاش لو تفتح عينك اروح خالص وهتقلب لك يبقى نهار وهتقفل عينك وانا سهر كمل نوم وما تصحاش لو تفتح عينك اروح خلاص وهتقلب ليلك يبقى نهار وهتقفل عينك وانا سهر لو زعلتك هبقى صالحك لما تشوفني وده انت بتحلم انت بتحلم
We'll do link.
لو مش قادر على بعدي ما تقلقش انا هنا انت بس احلم انت بس احلام. ما تصرخش مش هيسمعوك ولا هيشوفوك، خليني معاك ما تصحاش، خليني معاك ما تصحاش. ما تصرخش مش هيسمعوك ولا هيشوفوك، خليني معاك ما تصحاش، خليني معاك ما تصحاش. ما تصرخش مش هيسمعوك ولا هيشوفوك، خليني معاك ما تصحاش، خليني معاك ما تصحاش.
Songs actually succeeded at not only being creepy, but the fact that these creepy songs sort of just abruptly end actually does kind of complement the atmosphere, as it ends on a bit of a cliffhanger, especially with this one going on, don't scream, they won't hear you, they won't see you, stay with me, don't wake up. Like, all these verses and choruses in this song are all just like about sleeping and nightmares and dreaming, and just the idea. The one thing that is clear is this verse talking about wedding procession, people in party, and you're waving the cup full of feelings. Like, this feels like almost like a flashback, or kind of like the one moment that gives context to the reality of what's going on here, almost like it's reliving some sort of event, which I really like, because a lot of this feels tough to interpret or pull apart outside of that, and that kind of gives a lot of context. I think this is one of the most complete feeling songs, though maybe not the most satisfying musically. So yeah, I give it like a 6. All right, final song here, Tarat Tarat Tat, which is a song with a video attached to it. The hell? All right.
ما ينفعش اكون قاعدة براحتي، لو ضربني فعشان مصلحتي، لو ضربني ما هو عادي ما هو صاحبي، لو ضربني عشان ما بلاش نتكلم غير في الماضي، لو حلوة فمخي ده اكيد فاضي، ما غنيش غير لو بصوت واطي، ما غنيش غير لازم اقلب فراشة لو بوز، لازم اسمع كلام بيموت، ما فكرش غير في اني اتجوز، ما فكرش غير باخد اذن على لبسي بصورة، باخد قلم ومن عيني نافورة، انا مجرد ته مربوطة، انا مجرد بتفكرني مالك، فاكر نفسك في السليم والامان مش حاسة بيه، وانت مالك عارف بتفكرني مين، انت بتفكرني
She has a color show?
بتفكرني عاوزين اطلب حاجة تقول نسيت، اكون متاحة ليك اكون بوفيه، واربي عيال واكون ديكور في بيت، على المطبخ يلا عشان اكون بزن، لو كنت باكد استحمل واسكت، ابقى رخمة وبقفل، اطلع اللي فيا ابقى بنات كده اقول لا ابقى ما بفهمش غير لو تشرح لي، ما بختارش غير لو تسمح لي، ما بنفعش لو ماما مش بترتاح لي، كخنا عادي اكون ماليش دار غير بيك، عادي اعيش معاك ما ثقش فيك، تخوني تقولي ده ما يعبكيش، لو خنتك انا بقى بتفكرني مالك، فاكر نفسك في السليم والامان مش حاسة بيه.
This is the most straightforward song in terms of the writing, and I like that, because this is the song that's talking about like abuse, or even just like getting pigeonholed into being a wife role. And I like how she just lays it all out in a very blunt way, especially with the previous songs kind of showing that like she's able to just get creative and, you know, go into different avenues and explore things. I feel like, but then when it comes to brass tacks, you know, it's like she can like pull the trigger on the writing.
وانت مالك عارف بتفكرني مين، انت بتفكرني بيه، انت بتفكرني بكل مرة كنت اطلع من الحفرة وتزقني، كل ذنبي اني ما عملتش بالظبط زي ما قلتلي، كل مرة خذلتني ولا مرة فهمتني، انت مالك انت مالك بتفكرني كل مرة كنت اطلع من الحفرة وتزقني، كل ذنبي اني ما عملتش بالظبط زي ما قلتلي، كل مرة خذلتني
also this kind of classic aesthetic goes against what I feel like I've imagined most of this album being, as I feel like she's done stuff that's been very futuristic. This is the first song that I feel like is stripping that away and doing it very purposefully, and I really enjoyed that, and I found this song to be striking and impactful. I give it a smiley ball. Probably might be my favorite. Like, I actually really enjoyed the fact that it just, like, the tone changed this heavily. And even, like, these moments that kind of, like, stop and, like, you know, it's no longer a banger, and all of a sudden, you know, do. It's like she's singing very soothingly, and then the instrumentation strips back a lot. There's not as many booms and hits. It kind of allows her to just have this solemn space to kind of give off like what she's trying to give, and it is really appropriate. Okay, that is MAGNÜN, the debut album from Lella Fadda. And I'm gonna be honest, I have some issues. Now, I'm gonna start with the good. Personally, I think that this thing is a really good display of potential with a lot of really great moments throughout it. There are certain songs that had me just like really entranced by by the instrumentation and singing kind of marrying in a very special, unique way, you know? There are times here that I think that it is fireworks, but I also think that there are a lot of times where it starts to get to fireworks and kind of just deflates or moves on to the next thing. And it's disappointing. I don't think an album like this should have this many songs that are under 3 minutes. Like, I really think that, like, there are extra pieces to these tracks that could have given them a little bit more impact and a little bit more power throughout it. But I think that she shows an incredible amount of potential, especially in the fact that, like, in a lot of her writing, I think that it's fascinating, the word choice that she has that kind of like provokes certain ideas. But then there are also a few songs where sometimes I honestly have no idea what the hell is going on. And it doesn't help that there were a couple of songs where I literally didn't know because of the translation. I couldn't find it. But that being said, I don't get a lot of albums sent in from different languages where I'm running through and trying to figure out what they mean. And considering the fact, I actually quite enjoyed this and enjoyed, again, the futuristic, bubbly feeling of a lot of the songs here. I think that it can sometimes come off as robotic, but I think it also addresses that at points. Yeah, definitely interested in the next one. Yeah, I feel like this is a project that showcases potential, but isn't going to be the barn burner, of the discography. It's going to be the point of where it's like, oh, she shows all the things that she can do. But now, hopefully, in the next one, it's in a bit more of an ambitious packaging. Po9T says, I thought it was super unique and cohesive. I like the song being straight to the point, and I think the subdued, stripped-back attitude worked well. But it's a preference thing. Po9T, I'm really glad that you spoke out and talked about this. I'm glad you felt that way. This is one that I might return to, and maybe my opinion changes. But as of right now, I'm feeling about a 6 on it. An enjoyable listen, but occasionally with a hint of dissatisfaction to it not really being the whole product that I kind of was wanting it to be. It could also be me going in with expectations too, but I thought it was enjoyable regardless. And I really appreciate you, Link of a Chain, for this. Thanks for reacting and giving your thoughts. It's good to get someone else's opinion. It's grown on me the more I listen. I think it works better as a background atmosphere, which is sad. There's nothing sad about that. There's a lot of albums that do that. Shit, there are albums. Let me put it like this. There are albums that I've enjoyed because I've never given them a full, like, focused listen and only gave them like 20 atmospheric listens. And then by doing that, little pieces will pop out that I enjoy, like, out of it until it almost like combines into something that would have been better than if I was just sitting there analytically, like diving into it, And I feel like this has the same qualities of certain albums like that, especially, which song was it? It was this one, right? Yeah.
يا مرحب بك اللي بتحب تهوى وعمر ما الغراب حبيبتي صوصة وحلوة منك بس شدي حيلك سمع.
Like, this one is just so futuristic. Like, that shit is so appealing to me. That like takes me instantly into the future. Like, you got the background, don't da 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 da, and then the vocals that like layer on top of it, and the boom boom kind of like drums and percussion, like that like launches me into another world. You know, so it's definitely got its moments, but I think that like the problem too is like I think the highlights here kind of overshadow some of the songs that are a bit repetitive in ideas. So yeah. Anyways, Common is Love by Sun Kill Moon is honestly the best. Is that Common is Love, Sun Kill Moon? I don't think I've heard that one. Have I? Is like, is that Red Rivers of Blood? Wait, yeah, I've heard that one. Yeah, that one I remember. I was hiking for like a couple of hours when I listened to that one, and I agree that one worked really well in the background. I think I put it as like my second favorite album of 2017. So, yeah. No, I completely agree. Thank you again, Link of a Chain, for this. Really appreciate you. Thanks for sending in something that's very different, you know, and it requires a bit of a different approach, but still I feel like has a lot of proper intrigue. So this was a great request. Thank you.